And by the magic of technology, this should be up any second now. Hey, there he is.
What's up, brother?
How you doing, man? Good to see you.
You too, bro. How are you?
I'm doing okay. We're just living the dream here in Detroit. Where are you at?
There you go. I'm in Orange, California at the moment, about to do this live stream.
Yeah, that's cool. So what do you got going on with the band? Tell us everything that's happening.
Man, we got new EP just came out last Friday. Wrong Generation. We got these live demonstrations that were our last one is tomorrow. We've done a week's worth of them. We just released. We got asked to do like a cover of this Linkin Park song, a tribute to Hybrid Theory, the 20-year anniversary. So we just released that. Man, we're just going for it. Just trying to stay as active as possible.
Yeah, that's cool. So let's start there at the Hybrid Theory because like I was on the radio. I can remember that record came out. It was so cool because I think I interviewed Brad and Chester even before the record came out, right?
Oh, right.
And then it came out. It sold like 40,000 copies. Like for a debut band for a record like that, that never really happened before, right?
Yeah.
So tell me about. I think that I read somewhere you were a 14-year-old kid. How much did that record influence you?
It was like, honestly, it just kind of showed me that rock and rap can tastefully go together. I mean, truly. And also, like, Chester was, like, screaming. You know, there were songs on the radio with him, like, screaming, which was crazy because I was, you know, recently became, like, a really big fan of punk and hardcore at that time. Or, like, for a few years around that era. And it was just crazy to hear that and see that and done in such a way. It really made me go, like, oh, I'm not crazy for liking or wanting to do, like, hip-hop and rock. And that was even way back then.
Yeah, because at that point, though, there was like, you know, the Pop Evil and the Limp Bizkit and the Kid Rock and the Papa Roach and all, I didn't say Pop Evil, Papa Roach I meant, and all those kind of bands. That was like this new metal thing and Korn and all this stuff. So that's all that stuff must have played a definite influence on you.
Oh, totally, man. Like all that, it was like, again, at the time, I was like, you know, I was really into my skateboarding and I grown up on hip hop. And then I'd gotten punk rock, you know, a few years before, like that era. And just hearing that stuff become popular, because I believe that it was like a very underground thing to listen to, like music with people yelling or anything sort of like dissonant. And then to hear it on the radio was like mind blowing. You know, it was like, oh, more people like this? This is amazing.
Yeah, because that Linkin Park record really changed a lot of things. It was such a great album, and it still is, you know, to this day. But that's some really cool stuff. And like I said, you're a 14-year-old kid, and then all these years later, you cover these songs. And what did I read that Mike Shinoda inboxed you or something?
Yeah, he hit me up a while ago, just talking about Fever, like how he liked it, and I was like, you're Mike Shinoda. That's actually crazy. And then from there, we actually we ended up meeting up and working on some just music stuff together and just collaborating on some things. And then I got, and then they reached out to me about doing a cover, and here we are now. And now we did it.
And that's with Grandson, right?
Yeah. So he did One Step Closer. He did his version of that. It's funny because so they hit me up and they were like, yo, which song do you want to do? I was like, I'm thinking maybe like One Step Closer or In the End. And then they told Grandson that he's like, I want to do In the End, so I guess I gotta do One Step Closer. And then afterwards, I was like, actually, I think I want to do One Step Closer. And he was like, I already did it. I was like, okay, I'll do it In the End.
No, that's so funny. So anyway, so you got these live demonstrations you were just talking about a few minutes ago. So tell me about that. And I know I've seen you guys live, like at Rock on the Range and stuff.
Yeah.
And you guys definitely try to you know, you try to take over the entire venue. So what is it like doing a live demonstration online?
Same kind of vibe, really, for us. We're just trying to get the most out of the space we have and try to make them as familiar as possible, which is why they're live in real time. Like, no editing, no stopping, just every good and bad thing you're seeing right there. We're creating like a space where people can interact and speak with each other. We're just trying, and that's also why we're designating them to time zones, so we can make sure that people don't have to like wait up till 2 a.m. to watch one. You know what I'm saying? Like, we've done 6 of them, and we're making sure that they're attributed to each time zone. So it's, again, more familiar, where you would go to a live event at like 8 p.m. Even if it's 2 a.m. for us, we make sure that everybody gets to be there at a decent hour. So just trying our best.
Yeah, that's cool. I mean, obviously you've had to reinvent the way that you do and reach out to the fans here in this pandemic. So this is just one way. Is there any other things you guys are doing differently now?
Yeah, man. I mean, we're just like, I'm like a lot more active on these socials. I'm really seeing the power of, these platforms right now. So just trying to be more active and engaged and engaging on these platforms and making sure that people, still understand that they are very much the reason this band and project is allowed to be and exists and has any sort of, ability or power to make change. It's really just making sure we remind people that. So I'm on like, every day I'm like kind of on these socials. For me, that's like a new thing. And then again, we're just gonna these live demonstrations are like a beta. It's like a beta. I've got some other ideas for the future. If we continue to be in an era where we cannot tour live, I've got a few other ideas that will be coming in 2021. So yeah, we'll be working on it.
So with this new EP that you put out, Wrong Generation, talk about working with Travis Barker.
Yeah, man, that's my homeboy. Like he and I basically are responsible. Him, Travis, and John Feldman and myself are really responsible for most of the music everyone has heard thus far for Fever. So we've been working, and I was out, I was protesting for 13 days prior to writing that EP, and I called up Trav and John and said, hey, I need to talk about what I've seen and what I've experienced in these 13 days, because what I'm seeing on the news is not what's happening, at least where I am. And they said, yep. And we went in, and every single day we said, we have to finish the song. Whatever you're going to say today is what it needs to be by the end of the day. It's the most raw and visceral form of what I was feeling. So each one of those songs, we took 8 days from the day we went in, and each day we walked out with the song. We did one day of like cleaning up after. But yeah, man, every song is written in a day and was finished in a week, just over a week.
Yeah, it's kind of cool how you because sometimes you can't recreate those emotions of whatever you're feeling to put in the music. So you got a chance to do that.
Absolutely. It was like it was so fresh and so real and recent that it was almost inevitable. And that's kind of why I was like, okay, today I need to start writing. So I wrote the first track on the EP on literally the next day after protesting that night before. So I was like, let's just get it going. Let's just start right now and talk about it, how it feels in this moment.
Now, you were talking earlier about, like your hip hop upbringing and stuff like that. Now, I think one of my friends said, and correct me if I'm wrong, did you work with DMC? This might be a dumb question. You've done some stuff with DMC?
Yeah, we did a remix for one of my songs, Animal, with DMC, and that was like that was just something in my head with like, because that's on some legend shit, right? Like they're like that Run DMC, that's legendary. It's just seminal, and it's like really like the origins of rap. And
yeah.
So it never even really came into my mind being like, yeah, well, that'll happen, and it did. And he was really feeling it. He does a lot too, a lot of charity work. He's got his own foundation, so it was really cool to align with him ideologically as well as musically for that remix.
Yeah, no, that's kick-ass. He's done a lot of stuff with a lot of rock bands. He's really, he's really kind of crossed over and done just tons of stuff with bands.
Yeah, man. Yeah, he's all about it, dude. He's all about it. He's on some whole like just a fan of music. You know what I mean? And that's just always so inspiring and impressive from such massive artists.
Yeah. Any other covers that you're working on or that you'd like to do?
Yeah. No one's gonna believe that I'm saying this, but I actually want to do like a Damien Rice cover. There's one song that I just really love by him that I actually started on with my friend. We did like a production version of it. So I'd say like Damien Rice, and then like I've always thought about like, like Public Enemy, NWA. I actually did an NWA cover, never released it, but I did it. But nothing other than that, I haven't thought too much. It's always just stuff that kind of comes up at the time. I wanted to do like some Otis Redding stuff before. It's stuff that people just won't really assume that I would do is actually what I want to do.
Yeah, kind of throw them like a little bit of a curveball.
Exactly.
So you talked earlier about you got these online demonstrations coming up. How much do you actually miss like a real stage and real interaction with the fans?
Oh man, I mean, it's like it can't be beat. You know what I'm saying? Like this is great, and I'm so thankful for this. Honestly, I really am, and I actually have an amazing time doing it. But you just can't. I would be lying if I said that if I don't miss feeling the energy and the discussion and the exchange in person. I'd be lying if I said that. You know, there's just nothing like it. There really is, especially with like music. There's just something so almost transcendental about music. So yeah, I can't. I really hope that we can do what we need to do to get back to that.
Now, how old are your sons, and what do they think of you and what you do?
My firstborn is 3. He was actually supposed to be here today.
Okay.
But,
you got young. Okay.
Yeah. He's 3, but he loves it. He legit sings the songs already. He's been singing Fever stuff like right when he started to talk. He started to speak and sing, and I'm not just saying this to like whatever. He would speak and sing and dance. So he's like in it, and I got him a little drum set. So he like every single day he's like playing drums and asks me to. I got a little mic at home, so him and I make a band, and he always asks me to play Fever stuff. It's crazy. So and he's always like imitating the like jump parts or like get up or he's jump. Look, I gotta put pads all over the house. He's like jumping off tables and shit. But it's amazing. And then I've got a 7-month-old as well, so really young, really new.
Yeah, well, take advantage of this time because I've got late teenagers, 17 and 19, and yeah, there's going to come a day when you're not the coolest guy in the planet.
Cheers, man. Yeah, I dread the day.
Well, good luck with everything. Wrong Generation, of course, came out October 23rd. That's an EP. Are you working on any full-length stuff, or?
Yeah. I got about 50 songs in the barrel right now already for an LP. Yeah.
Yeah. And why didn't some of those songs make the cut, or this is just like this Wrong Generation was just kind of focused on everything that you've recently been through?
Yeah, that was it. It was like in that moment. Like, let's do this right now. You know, let's write songs about this and be inspired directly by this happening the 13 days prior. So.
Gotcha. Well, Jason, it's great talking to you in person when I can see you. I talked to you on the phone last year. You're always a great interview and a well thought out person, and I appreciate your perspective and everything that you do. And maybe we'll see you on the road somewhere coming up in the future.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate it for real.
All right. Thanks, man. Have a great day. Good luck with the online demonstrations.
Thanks, bro.
Thanks, man.
Peace.